So, alright. Then let's go to the last one on Lunar Colony. And then our last fight, audio was bad in the last two. Oh, last one. Didn't realize that when I took a break, came back, the settings didn't recognize the headsets came back on, so I'm not redoing them. There's just gonna be some static. You can hear me still. Just a fan. It's gonna deal with it.
Science will reveal the truth.
Boss, dime a dozen.
Actually, if we spent most of our Adawe Foundation, it was not in a...
Shut up on the high ground, like you should.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Battle begins.
I do like what you guys are doing here. Do that, they should do that. You know, now you stay there, and then they coming up the hole there. Oh wait. Do that. Boom down. Unlucky. Should have waited a little bit longer to let them come up the stairs more. You might. Here's the issue though. Right there. This. She starts shooting. No one deals. Junkrat goes over and deals. Which is good. Never mind. Never mind. That was wrong. No, yeah, that's the issue. He took you guys. You let her. I was right. I did remember correctly. So you let her get 2 picks off of you instead of Junkrat just staying here. Harry, you felt like you had the skill to go over there and get her, when you could have just sat here and threw grenades over. Once Anime God did this with his shield, and then Hondo could have just dealt with it, and you didn't need to get yourself killed. You went too aggressively over there, and you didn't need to put yourself in risk when you had a Hanzo, and you have other things in the backline that could dealt with it. They have the better spot, closest spawns now that you guys have less men. You're gonna redo the same thing. Good. And that was the right time to use the ult, but personally, I would still have waited, and I think you should have waited still, and only wait until they came, transfer over to the stairways and shoot it down the stairway. Actual stairway. The side shot, you got 3 people, and then you finish, so it's fine. Really, it's fine. It's just me being like, you should probably shoot it down the hallway more. But see, that's what's nice with it. You came a nice side angle. So as you guys get, and then you apply pressure from the front as they back up, they get hit, and no one else. You didn't use it. It was a good choice. Be the diva.
By the dragon.
Kill her.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Getting away.
Nice there. And then
I told you. Don't resist.
the point on this defense here was beautiful near the end, if I remember correctly. How more people
Get behind the barrier.
My will made real.
John.
I admire your
No. Bad ult. Bad John. That was a bad mistake there. You should not have used it. You should have saved it. Waited until they got on point, and then shot it onto point, because you would have gotten more than just one. Since they were walking this way, you literally can only get one. Just side shot. They can literally side shot it. If you want to make sure you put it in the line of them so they have the most amount of damage, it will be in the longest. There, you only get one dude that was not with the ult there. Because the Ryan is already going to keep moving. And then you guys don't drop onto point in time to let them get the tick. You let them get first tick. Boom. There's the issue. Someone should have dropped the Ein there before you allowed them to get first tick. There's only two of them. There's Ash is dead. You guys, Hanzo should have moved, or someone should have moved onto point quicker. This is fine here. This is fine because you're going to kill her and you're not letting her on point. But the rest of your team should have dropped onto point sooner. It literally, you let them get one whole tick. Before anyone came on point. This should have been happened sooner. You win the fight, but you allow them a tick. Which is why in the end, they are able to come in and continue.
60 seconds remaining.
60. Get behind the barrier.
Here with the fire.
The enemy is here.
Behind you!
You don't want to get rid of your 5 points, so this makes sense. Good for them. And it happened again. It happened again. You dropped just after they got the 66.6%. 2% is over. You should have dropped sooner, moved sooner, that you could have gotten it just before that tick and stopped them just before that tick. You now have allowed them to get 2 free ticks when you could have stopped them. That first tick really should have been stopped. This one's a little more questionable because you're dealing with other thing. Yes, this one's not as bad. The second tick was not as bad. That first tick was bad. You guys had the advantage. It was 4v6. You only knew there was 2 people, maybe 3 on point. You could have rotated back, jumped on point, eliminated the 2 people on point, and dealt with the remaining people. But no, you decided to stay, and you give them the first tick. That's really and then they come in here and clean up.
Justice reigns from above.
Made away to all good. See, better ult though, John, but was shot in the 4 seconds.
10 seconds.
It should have been shot here.
Justice reigns from above.
Here. Should have came like this way. Not this way in the corner. It should have been right here.
Nothing's gonna stop.
So the ult was fine. It was a lost fight. Really, it was a lost fight. You should not have used that ult there. But if you wanted to place it better, it was a good time to use it. So instead of in the start of the battle, it was the proper time to use it more. But the fight was over still, so you still should not have used it because the fight was over. So you just wasted an ult and allowing them to. Now you allow them to snowball. You got rid of the Pharaoh ult, but then you just wasted your ult.
Objective lost. Defense point. Objective B.
Orisa online.
I would have rather seen there instead of that Messi should have been dead there, Harry. That hit your shot should have been better, and you should have been able to get her. First off, so that's my first issue. Is your aim there was shit. You didn't hit her. Second of all, I'd rather have you switch to a fire and have your Mora switch to a fire with you. This is my personal opinion. And this Orisa should switch to a Rhine with a Diva at this point. Because the Diva can help deal with the fire. Primacy in the sky, the Rhine is more mobile to help fight on the ground, and then I feel like that would have been a better swap to here fight with. Been able to deal with counter their abilities better than what you did here. Just swapping the Widow was not good enough.
Engaging communication.
Now you get hurt, so it just took you a little longer than I expected. My bad. Yeah. Good fire. So what you did is you swapped off the Hanzo into a junk. You had him go to a Junkrat. Why didn't you just keep him on Junkrat? John and have John. Why didn't you keep Derry on Junkrat and have John go to Widowmaker? I don't understand that. A, that I don't understand. B, the Hanzo was still a good pick. The Hanzo was still a good pick for that. The Hanzo Fire, I would have rather seen that. I'd rather have seen the Hanzo Fire. Like I said, Ruben switched to the Fire, counter their Fire, help with that, and also, and I know it's not the best map for Fire. Yes, I know it's not the best map for Fire, but they're playing it. The Widow, yes, it's a good pick, but we know Ruben, you right now you don't have your confidence in your sniping ability, so it would have been better if you went to Fire due to that. Now you're setting up on the high ground over here, what's the right thing to do?
Open your mind.
You are advised to move behind my back.
The power of destruction.
No one can hide from my sight. Helden sterben nicht.
Yeah. You guys are letting them take it. He's still not dropping. Alright, this is, see, boom. This is what I wanted you to do on first point. You dropped in just before they could get the tick. Yes, it's risky, but your whole team should have dropped in. So I like it. You're not letting them get that tick. Yes, Bob comes in again. I still don't understand why we are not playing Bob. Yes, I understand we're not. You guys don't feel confident on her yet. But I would have liked to see freaking Ruben again, either on the field or Ash. However, seeing in the Ash there, that would have done so great. The Bob is just so powerful, as you will see. Bob is just powerful. And since it wasn't your whole team dropped on point, your wrist stayed up top. It wasn't enough firepower. If you had a freaking Reinhardt there, you could have won that fight on the bottom. Now you're gonna get
Complete.
I didn't like your switches. It's my issue.
Scores 0-2. Switching sides.
Oh crap! I bet you can see that. I should not switched over to Facebook. Sorry. There. There's the button. Haha. I know what I'm doing, people.
Science will reveal the truth. One. Attack commencing.
Okay, so you're on top left.
Capture objective A.
Together, we can solve any problem.
So not fully, because half the people don't understand what the fuck that meant. That's why we had to do all of us looking at the maps together so we understand all the maps, know where we should be positioning and things like that. Because that's another big issue I've noticed is positioning. Like, John really should have been there. You should have been with your team because, you know, everyone was shooting at you. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them. And again, I'd rather have an Ash. Ash, I think we need a good Ash. Doom comes in, kills someone without any punish, and fight's over. But why are you guys pushing? You guys lost 2 at this point. You lost one of your DPS and you lost a healer, but you are still committed to this push. As soon as that Hanzo was dead, because you guys didn't commit yet, you were in that tunnel still, so you were taking damage. Your team should have backed out, pulled out. I would have, personally. My opinion. Just backed out there because now you're just feeding, allowing them to get more charge. You literally just letting them get their ult. So you should have backed out as soon as the Hanzo went dead, got killed, reset, and fall from there. But instead, you stay in, and now you just feed, and you just get them so much ult charge. It's a 5v6. You should have backed out.
Game on!
Check this out!
And like I said, this is my first time, so over time, as any more VOD reviews, I should get better at pointing things out and understanding how I should say things. And overall, and being quiet, not yelling as much right now. A, it's late, people are sleeping here. B, I'm trying to be nice. I'm slowly understanding how I should do this.
Very hot. Justice will be done.
I'm back in the fight!
Regrouping.
One shot, one kill.
Switch comp. You realized the Winston wasn't working. It was my call, my bad. I thought you guys were doing good at dive, I just had to go dive. You were really smart on dive over there. I'm afraid that was my fault.
Meteor strike!
Magnus there. Magnus, I'm sorry, but what was that? You had 24 HP. Were you just trying to reset there because you lost someone? Or were you trying to stun him or something? Even if the stun, if you were able to pull that stun off, yes, that would have been fine. Great. But instead, you just got yourself killed. You weren't able to pull off that stun. I don't know if that was what you were trying to do. And I get it, you're getting... So, yeah. Good call there, Ryan, not to use your Diva Bomb to reset your mech.
Name's McCree.
I cast this board.
At this point, I think you should have to go.
Bad guy.
Honestly, that's personally, at this point, I would have switched to goats. You have a Brig, you have a Diva, you literally have almost everything, but you have the Moira already. I'm gonna switch over to freaking goats at this point. Pull out.
Surrender.
Gotta go with this.
Do something.
All this. Yeah.
No one can
Yeah.
hide outside the fight.
30 seconds remaining.
Make every second count! Crush their defenses!
I would have switched to goats.
Lucio coming at you!
You just have a Lucio now.
I'm on
Goats on here would have been able to just roll over right on the point.
Objective A captured.
You would have been able to roll down
Commence
onto them.
attack on objective.
I would have done gold.
My will made real.
You as a team, you had nothing to counter goats. They're all running that, taking brand point, making choice to brand point. Because now they just, yes, you, oh, nice. They're still gonna win the fight here. If you had goats, yes, that Widow could have, been hitting you, and Ash could have been hitting you, but you all been on point. Yes, they have an Ash with the counters goats a little bit, all on point. Right there, you could have gotten that take, overwhelm them with power. Power that there you could have won there. I would have won with goats. I know I keep saying that, but you got staggered there a little bit, so I can just wait. Yeah, plenty of time.
I'll show them.
Yeah, you got the pick. Go off this now. Go. Jump right on the point. If you're actually winning goals, yes, you gotta take care. If you're winning goals, you could have done this fast. As a team, you could have done a more brawly crop there. And right there, no one done. Oh, point. Oh. You guys got off point. You guys should have stayed on point for that half second and gotten that push there. But still got it. Alright, 1 second. Yeah. I'd agree with that. You really have
Do something!
No one will hide.
Score 2-2.
do not agree
Attack
with this.
commences in 30 seconds.
I would have run goats.
And if you get into trouble, I'll bail you out.
Goats is what I would have ran. Especially here. You have a mint 50, get the point and get here, and you want more than one tick. I would have ran goats here. Taking the first point instantly. Just go left, walk on the point, boom.
2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
I will draw them into my web. You should leave.
Here's my stupid self coming on. Here's my stupid voice about to come on.
Enemy contact.
Stuff on top right.
Oh no, my stupid voice.
Widow
Anyways,
stuff.
here. Pull the fuck out. Literally, yes, I know you have limited amount of time, but pull the fuck out. It's 5v6. Don't go in. They're gonna win the fight. You have one support. No. You have Amora. Leave. Wait until your other support comes back in. You have time. Yes, you have limited amount of time, but you have time. I would have waited. Especially now, back out. Don't know why the Diva went up there. That was stupid. I'm sorry, Diva. But you can't go up there by yourself, and you don't have any dive tanks to come with you to deal with this Widow. Therefore, you just die. And you just did. Goats, right on your point. Unless the Widow could snipe some of you. But you have so many shields and so much HP and sustain, that doesn't matter because they're not on point. And you get point because she's not on point. So Diva gets away.
Attacking is separate.
And since they're running like
60 seconds
somewhat
remaining.
goats, they are running. They have frigate. But yeah, back the fuck out. But you are.
Get into position.
Thirty seconds remaining.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Behind your Ruben is trying to distract you. Instead of moving to like point quickly to help him, you just move slow.
10 seconds.
وريهم قوتك.
And now, fight goes. Hey, Ruben should have done me. Hey.
Do something!
Hey. What the fuck, Ruben? Why don't you come back to the team on this low ground? You should have came back here through this low ground here and pop up back up here with.
This will improve your position.
You came back up here with your tanks. Instead of just making it a lost fight. Now it's a lost fight. Made to get picked.
10 seconds.
وريهم قوتك.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now someone's on point.
Do something!
Especially when Bob.
Surrender.
Round 3. Complete.
And then we already talked about this. I personally don't think this next decision you guys made
Score.
was the right
2
one.
to
Personally,
2.
I still don't think it was
Switching
right.
sides.
I don't like this. I don't like that. Yeah, those three characters, no. I'm fine with you doing this Bastion. Like, I'm fine with the Bastion. I just don't like how passively and defensively you set it up. Yes, I get it. They only have to have one tick, but there's better locations to do that. Like, yes, I get it. You can't set up over here because then they just kind of walk like this. But I would have personally set up here. So if they come, they think, oh, we can just walk on this way and come this way. You jump down with the Bastion set up, and you just mow them down from behind. And then you walk back, and then you do it on points. So you defend the first time. Well, I would have still set up here aggressively. Is what I would have done. And you knew that the first time you did this, or first defense, you held first point amazingly until overtime. I would have just set up here and have faith, and not have played it so passively like you guys did. This is just signing your death warrant here. Personally, this passive play that you guys did here was no. I don't like this. You gave them so much ground. I would have even set up over here on high ground. Right here. They came this way, jumped down, or here or something. I wouldn't have given up the high ground, is what I'm trying to get at. Position somewhere else, and maybe not even done this Bastion play. This, I think this was just signing yourself off to lose. Because, personally, you could have held them on foot up here on high ground. Yes, they're going to came this way, but you could have rotated back here or this way. See, boom, you don't have any line of sight now because the Bastion. So this was bad. Here, that's why I'm saying. That's what I was saying. If you set up over here, and the high ground, yes, they go this way. Your Bastion can still shoot the living shit out of them. the whole time they're coming around this way. And right here, so you shoot them, you hit them, you could pick off. Reinhardt has to have his shield up. If he doesn't have his shield up, this whole fucking backline gets killed. Backline gets killed because Bastion just murders them. Roadhog coming in, yeah. So I would have put them up here because you could have hooked the backline, killed the fucking backline, and obliterated them from here. Yes, I wouldn't put your whole team over here. I would have put, like, you know, the Bastion, the Roadhog, and Orisa here. The other and then have your other guys play more defensively over here, like on the high ground still, but back a little farther so they can move over more. I just don't agree with this passiveness. I think this is what caused us to lose here. It was too passive. You just invited them to come onto point. This whole time you could have been shooting them over there, like I said. Okay, just let it. Boom, on point. Bastion doesn't have a lot of line of sight. If he was up here, if Bastion A was back farther here, shooting this way. So instead of putting him here in this corner, Ruben, you should have moved here and rock up to high ground. Yes, it would have taken time. Or just taking too much time, probably. So just over here. Just over here on the left side, in this line of sight, you got a clear line of sight and just murdered them. Instead of over here, you have bad line of sights. You could be easily blocked. Or up here on the high ground, and you can just shoot down on them. If you're gonna play this passiveness. Start off good to get one, but the Bastion just hits. Hey, the Bastion's. Hey, fuck the Lucio Bastion. Don't fucking worry about the Lucio. No. Fucking kill this shit. This shit is your job. Right here, Ruben. This shit here is your job. Not this Lucio. Let your team deal with the Lucio. He just can pester you and bother you. But this here is what's going to cause you to lose the game. If you shoot the living shit out of this dies, and one Lucio boy is not going to let you do anything. He can contest, but you can murder him later. So fucking destroy this shit here first, on point, and then worry about that shit over here. I get it, yes. The thing that kills you is the Lucio, yes. Like I know you said don't worry about the fucking Lucio, but A, your team should have dealt with the Lucio. B, you should, if you dealt with this sooner, by shooting that sooner instead of wasting that whole clip on the Lucio here, that you missed, didn't really do anything, you could have probably have killed like 2 people over here. So that damage output that they were putting on you from this shit would not have done that the same. So, if you killed that, here, focus that in the first clip, you could have killed 1 or 2, maybe, at least get the shield down, and had a higher chance of killing them. Over here, and yes, this sucks, but you could have done better. Because instead you dealt with this here, you could have been shooting that, killed a couple of them before they did that. Oh, no, that's fine. And, John, get off the May. Yes, I know you're trying to stall. Go to a Tracer, or even go to a Doomfist. Doomfist has the second fastest rollout in the fucking game, behind the Hammond. So I would have went Doom, and then Hammond. Next person die, Doom for you. I would have Harry. Harry died first. So Harry would have been Doom. John, you would have been Tracer. Ryan would have went right there to Hammond. Boom, you have the rollout, and then he goes to Reinhardt. Just stop. But instead, you kept slow characters because boom, Doom could have been there right at this point. Hammond could have been there at that point. Or Tracer could have been back in point, help fighting here at this point. Tracer comes in. Boom, Tracer's here. Because here he went Tracer. So you went Doom, John. He's still coming, he's still walking. See, look at that. Ryan went to the right switch. You just get there. You just get there when the rest of the team died. You could have been there with the Tracer and got it. which stall here. You only stall with first and second point, not first point when you have to walk.
Play of the game.
We should have won that right there. We should have won this match. This was our match to win.
Justice.
I don't like some of the plays that we did it. That's why I'm saying this is one that really is. I think it's been a while.